The day of the black belt test is split into 3 sections. One is fitness and fundamentals. Section 2, performance and knowledge check. Section 3 is practical application. Let's talk about that first section, fitness and fundamentals. This section ensures that our black belt prospects are in reasonable physical condition and that they can perform a wide variety of strikes, blocks, and kicks on demand, right? Section 2 is the performance and knowledge check. This section of the black belt test tests your memorization and execution of chained techniques known as kata. Kata is Japanese for pattern or form. It looks a lot like a dance. It includes both empty hand forms and weapon forms. Weapon we sometimes call kabuto. Kata, it serves several important functions in karate, so long as you're also doing sparring or kumite. If you're not doing sparring, kata's ineffective. Kata is less likely to lead to injury than sparring. It's much easier to practice independently, so if you don't have a partner, you can always do kata. It shares a lot in common with dance, including sharpening the mind by integrating your entire body into the memorization process. Kata helps develop balance, footwork, kinesthetic awareness, speed, agility, precision, and endurance. A lot like shadowboxing. The main difference between kata and shadowboxing is usually improvised or made of really short combos, and kata is a lengthier chain of pre-choreographed techniques, incorporating disciplined, longer-form memorization. It's really the main difference between the two. Additionally, this section includes what I call the thesis defense. This means board members will be able to ask you questions about essays, about your experiences in martial arts, what you think of this, what do you think you can improve in the future, how do you want to round yourself out better as a martial artist, all that things. Okay. Finally, we've got section 3, the practical application. After that, we'll put on our sparring gear. We do several live rounds of sparring, most of which are against fresh opponents. The duration and difficulty of sparring can vary widely. If you've had a crummy attitude during the test or we think you were being lazy, we're going to make you do a lot more sparring, right? It usually involves some matches of point sparring, some matches against larger opponents, some, again, where you are outnumbered in sparring, and we finish it off with the Kobayashi Maru, which for you Star Trek fans, you know this is a match designed to make sure you keep fighting with a cool head, even in a no-win scenario. Upon completion of the test, the board will sequester themselves for deliberation. They will discuss the different candidates, including strengths, weaknesses, and overall thoughts for how we can improve the school, weaknesses we noticed overall versus individual weaknesses, things like that. The voting members of the board, they then get to cast their votes. A supermajority, 66% or more, that is required for a promotion to be granted. So if we have less than 2/3 of the vote, you don't get the belt. Once votes have been counted, the board goes back into the testing room and they promote the passing students.